Hi everyone, check that out. We're going to make mushrooms today. Not just any mushrooms, but spinach cream cheese mushrooms and bacon filled cream cheese mushrooms. They're going to be yummy. So sit back and let's make them now. The first thing we need is some bacon. We don't need big slices, so we're going to cut them in half to make them easier to bake. I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to use, but I took a lot of the ends, filled up the pan. Let's get it in the oven, 400 degrees, about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how crispy you like. Now there's our mushrooms. I filled up a full pan because, once again, I'm not sure exactly how many I'm going to end up making. And, of course, you can't stuff a mushroom if the stems are on it. So we'll take out all the stems. We're going to use them, don't you worry. And there you go. We're going to divide that up 50-50 into our mushroom stuffing mix. So there's our stems, chopped up nice and neat. You can chop them as small as you want. Our bacon is out of the oven now. See how crispy it's gotten? If you like it more crispy than that, by all means leave it in the oven another 5-10 minutes. And we've chopped it up fairly small here. But you can, once again, you can do it however you think it would work. I wanted to make sure it would fit into the mushrooms, so I did it fairly small. Once it cooled down, of course, we'll put it aside. Now into our pan, just a little bit of oil. We're going to cook down our mushrooms. And then I realized I was going to use half for something else. That didn't work out, so I threw them all in. That's about 2-ish tablespoons of garlic. I mean, put in what you like. I wanted it to be nice and garlicky. I probably could have put in a little more. It wouldn't have hurt it. And we're just going to let it cook down until it's into something like that. And because we're making two different kinds of stuffed mushrooms, I divided it in half. So the first half's going to go into our bowl. Okay, into the second half goes our spinach. It's about 3 cups of spinach. I'm not really sure, and see how quick it wilts down. Doesn't take much time at all. So we've got our mushrooms, our spinach, and our garlic, and now we've got 4 ounces of cream cheese. Now I've got to get that into the mix without making too big of a mess, and it really doesn't take that much. As long as your cream cheese is softened to start with, that makes a big difference. And a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of anything else you might want to throw in there. That was good enough for me. I don't like to overdo it. Let's get that into a bowl and finish up our stuffing mix. There. So there's half of our stuffing. Looks good. All right, now next up, that's about 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan and 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. So we're going to mix all this together, and it looks like there's a lot, and there is. So let's start stuffing. There's actually enough stuffing, I'll tell you, because I've done it now. There's enough stuffing to do that whole tray of mushrooms. So I had enough left over that I got to make a second lift of them later on that week. So there you are. They're nice and full. Now we take some of the Parmesan and throw it on top. Because why not have a little extra cheese while we're at it, right? Our next, that is our mushroom and garlic. All right, to this mixture, that is 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. It's supposed to be a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, but of course I put a little more in. It's not going to hurt anything. 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, And let's mix her up. Mix, 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 mix. You know, you don't want big clumps of pepper and cayenne. There's our bacon. And to this we need 8 ounces of cream cheese. I thought that was a little excessive after making the first one, so I basically put in 4 ounces. And I think that worked out even better. The rest of the Parmesan's going in. That's maybe a 1/4 cup. Maybe. Mix her all together. And there you go. Time to stuff the other half. And this is good for, 3-4 people. You don't want too many because you won't eat it all unless you're making for a big group. So there you have it. Our mushrooms into the oven they're going to go. But first, I decided I had some jalapenos. So I made a little, on the bacon side, I made 4 jalapenos with just a little extra mozzarella to go on top. All right. Into the oven, 350, about 20 minutes. And when they're done, they should look something like that. Nice and golden brown and yummy looking. Let's get a couple on a plate and you can take a look at them. They're a little mushy because obviously they've shrunk a bit. And of course they're mushy just from being in the oven. We got 2 of the spinach, 2 of the jalapenos, and 2 of the regular without jalapenos. There. Yum. Oh, look at that. Those look so good. I can't wait to start eating. Hey, another great recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. Leave me a comment below, one way or the other. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell because that'll tell you the next time I upload a video. Feel free to share this and any of my other videos. And thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.